Voluptuous TV. This is Miss Chaz coming to you on Voluptuous TV, and today I have a very, very special treat. It is my pleasure to introduce to you St. Louis's own, the R&B trio, MoTre.
Hello, Miss Chaz.
Hey.
How's everybody doing out there?
Hey.
How are you guys doing?
Blessed. Can't complain.
Woke up this morning.
That's right.
Breathe.
Too blessed to be stressed.
3-4 man didn't have my car. You know what I'm saying? Bless.
No, that's right. So tell me about you all's project that you're currently endorsing, promoting, and things of that nature, entitled Married to the Music, that I happen to be holding in my hand right here today.
Well, I'll go ahead and start. First of all, Miss Chaz, that's a lot of hard work that you're holding in your hand. But overall, we just wanted to put a project together. Everybody had been coming. We have, dropped different singles throughout the city, and to make a long story short, we just wanted to do a project that encompassed who we were, both creatively and just as people too. And a lot of people have noticed that we got as many people as we could from our city and got together and put an R&B project together. There's so many rap mixtapes and hip hop mixtapes that we said, you know what, we want to do a really nice R&B mixtape of original music, mixed in, of course, with stuff people know, and put it together, and it worked out for the best. Blessed.
I agree. I heard this particular mixtape. First and foremost, I think it's phenomenal. I think you guys really outdid yourself with this particular project. And one thing I noticed is that you all paid homage to a lot of the local artists here. I mean, when I say to you all that they have everybody on this particular mixtape, I mean Fresco Kane, Murphy Lee, Ebony Eyes, St. Orleans, so many other talented people as well. What was that like, bringing all of the local artists together for this particular project?
It's a lot of hard work getting relationships with these artists. All of them are on different schedules, all of them are different grinds. And when we came to them, give Santana a lot of credit. It's like that kid off Soul Food at the end, getting everybody together to be in one room. It's a lot of effort there, so we eating right now. We eating off success of people downloading our mixtape. And when it comes down to it, just a lot of people know that we are grinders, and that we work hard, and that we push 110% behind our project. And we also have a quality standard, and that any song that we put on with another artist, they know that we're going to give our best effort to make a quality sound and something that people are going to like. So when it came down to it, working with the artists, it was fun for everybody, so it made it easier to get them together.
On top of the fact, and I'll just throw this in real quick, a lot of artists quickly saw if we are a part of a project with you, then we're going to support your project just as hard as we support our project. Right. And that's not done on accident. We actually sit down, we talk about it on a regular basis, because we want to set a new standard of working together with our city, with artists and people that just do this as a labor of love, and just, it shouldn't be, oh, well, I only got one verse on that song, so I'm going to push it a little bit.
Right.
We try to get out here and really help people, and hopefully they help us back.
Well, I definitely feel like that is very well respected, and a lot of local artists here respect you all as a trio. And with that being said, because I know you all have these hot, steamy love songs, where do you all derive inspiration from with the song concepts?
To be honest, I can really just say just life altogether. I mean, whether it's in the club, whether it's our own personal life, whether it's got something to do just with the love relationships, you know, just from, you know, kids or whatnot. I mean, like with our kids and things like that. I mean, it's just a life thing, you know. I mean, to be honest, just to sum it up, that's really it.
Because you guys have been described as like R&B meets neo soul, and those are two, to an extent, like different types of genres of music.
Right, yeah, it is. But I mean, I think over the years and just with our own development, I know we've been able to fuse the two, and even you can even throw some hip hop in there with it, man. And you know, we try to put it all together. We try to be something different, something new, something refreshing for everybody. So,
as
you know,
see, we go from V-neck sweater, short sleeve button up, to a Voltron t-shirt.
Right.
So we just had to figure out how to get it all together. And, you know, JC comes from a very soulful background. You know, Angelo comes from a very creative background. And I mean, you call me on a regular day on somebody's basketball court, just hooping. So we just tried to get the street, you know, with the creativity. Also, we just tried to get, you know, a lot of mix the street with the creativity, with the soulfulness, and that was the hardest part about, you know, us blending as vocal partners, is to find a way to get that to work all together. But we found a chemistry, and it's our chemistry. We're not the best singers in the world, but we're the best at doing JC, Angelo, and MoTre. So that's all we can ask.
Most definitely, I would second that.
Thank you.
I'd like to know, how did you guys come together as a group? Because again, everybody knows you all here. You all get so much love. St. Louis is definitely behind you all, but you know, people never really talk about how you guys formed this wonderful trio.
I always get to get this story, and I get so excited every time I get to tell this story. So yes, look in the camera and find the most nervous guy in the group, and know that we're about. Well, again, you know, JC and I, we all went. We met in Columbia at Mizzou.
Can I just say real quick? I'm
Yes.
Kansas City born and raised. I'm Kansas City born and raised.
Okay.
You know, I always want to represent my city, since I'm the lone one in the group. You know, sometimes they like to post me as the outcast.
Can we zoom in on my facial expression real quick?
I'm just, yeah. I just want to get out now, but
Okay.
But yeah.
Nah, shouts out to JC from KC, the KC crooner. But yeah, we met in the middle of the map in Columbia. You know, two boys from JC and I actually met. We had other members as groups go through members or whatnot. Shouts out to them. You know, it was all learning experience, and we were singing at a talent show. I actually never had sang a note in my life, but I play instruments, and I played my sax, and JC sang. We did Can You Stand the Rain with a group of guys. I did an intro afterwards, third floor of the dorm. He came on his Martin Luther King, I Have a Dream. Then I said, well, I'm a hustler. You got a dream, and I'm a hustler. So, you know.
I just want to sing.
Hold on, what'd you say, JC?
I just want to sing.
It was almost like that. And, you know, we went through a few members trying out stuff, and it ended up being, you know, JC and I in the end, and we were just kind of moseying through this place we call Brady Commons one day. Lo and behold, a female walks up to me. She's just like, man, this guy singing at the top of his lungs in the middle of the food court. That's y'all new member. And I'm just like, what? She's like, I'm like, yeah, ha, ha, he, he. And she's like, I'm serious. So I walk into this food court, you know, Burger King, Chick-fil-A, Pizza Hut. And here's this guy just reaching for the stars. Just,
Hey, man.
yeah, he paused me. I tried to get his attention. He paused me. He wasn't done with his verse.
And now for a commercial break.
No. And but bottom line, once we met, we kind of asked him, you know, hey, you ever sang with a group? And he kind of had this, you know, like, no. So we went over to like a stairwell, true story, in a dorm room. And the first thing we sang, it was like a interlude off of Mister's album, you know, old Bobby Valentino's old group, and it was Rain. And when we put our three voices together, and we just kind of looked at each other, and everybody's eyes got big, and
I'm sure.
we've just been running. We've been running ever since.
Of course, you guys harmonize exceptionally well, but of course you all have three distinctive personalities.
Absolutely.
So everybody doesn't always agree, but you can be agreeable to disagree.
You should be on the road trips with us. Oh, those are the classic moments right there.
Really?
Yes, which we are on tour.
Wow.
You know, our mixtape has really grown for us, and basically we've reached out to some other cities, mainly in the Midwest, but we have a couple shows coming up that are even outside of that area, hitting up the ATL pretty soon. And the road trips are fun.
That is awesome.
They're
And you
fun.
know what? That brings me to this next question I wanted to ask you guys. Because we are living in a time where a lot of solo R&B male artists are like on the come up, it's very, I don't want to say awkward or rare that you find like a male trio group, but we haven't heard of many in a while. And so now there's like this new genre of music, and I was just informed it's referred to as EDM, which is electronic dance music. What are your thoughts about that particular music? Because that seems to be like the booming trend relative to R&B music.
Everybody has to be able to reach a broader audience. And when you have a song that's popular within your own fan base, you want to expand and see if you can reach out to others. So a lot of people call that pop music, in other words, or something that is kind of techno to keep people moving that normally wouldn't listen to music, but because of the type of rhythm that the EDM music might give you, opportunity to dance, opportunity to do more things, now you get to that top 40 crowd. And so that kind of music does expand. Usher does it a lot. Neo even has a song in that field. So I see why you want to have a Euro kind of approach. You don't want to just think what's in your wheelhouse. So it's not a trend that probably won't stop. It's going to grow. But as long as you're able to get back to your basic fan base, doing songs like that just open up the world to what you do. It's almost like a sample.
And here's the thing, too, about that. At the end of the day, and we tell a lot of people this, we do R&B, period. That's rhythm and blues. That means over this beat, rhythm, we're going to tell our story, blues. So we may, incorporate dance, tracks, production, and things like that. But at the end of the day, you're always going to hear our roots in our music. Even in Crush, we're going to give you a chronological story. We're going to tell you what we do, when we walk into a club. We're going to tell you what we see. We're going to give you our life through our eyes. To us, that's the definition of R&B. And people don't ever have to worry about us conforming to another trend. Like, we'll set the trend, and our goal is it's a dying genre of music. And so at this point, we feel like, we have to pioneer its rebirth. We feel like we're just part of teams trying to pioneer the rebirth. Speaking of, on the mixtape, we forgot to mention a very critical part of our success, and I have to say this.
Okay.
Shouts out to Kawani. She also has a single, Loving You, on our mixtape, and she was one of the people that kind of, once she came on, she tells her story as well, and so we kind of all got together, and she's another pioneer. There's a lot of great artists, Aloha, Janelle, St. Louis artists that are trying to do the same thing, and we just want to stick to the roots of R&B, like no matter what. We love the music, don't get it twisted, and we have the street, but we're always going to tell a story.
Right, like if we respect all forms of music, so the EDM, like, that's fine. I mean, if that's what the people love, or if that's what appeals to the ears, and that's great. I mean, we're not trying to stop that. We just want to do what we do, and we want to keep what we do alive, man. And that's it.
Now, can I ask you this question? And I want to present this question in the most respectful manner, so don't beat me up.
I wasn't.
So you may have some people who say, well, yeah, I've heard of MoTre. Oh, my goodness, they can sing. They're this awesome trio of R&B crooners. However, they're very local. What do you say? when people say that?
I tell them that just last week we found out that we are now spinning on 2 radio stations in Brussels, Belgium.
Wow.
And that
Congratulations.
we've been to Columbus, Ohio. We've been to Louisville. We've been to Lexington, Kentucky. We head to Atlanta in 3 weeks. We go back to Louisville. We've been down south. We've been out to coast. At this point, I think we're some at 290-some thousand downloads.
Wow.
And of our mixtape, and they're not just. And actually, St. Louis is maybe the 6th or 7th city in that ranking, and our biggest fan base is in Seattle, Washington.
Wow.
And that's statistics that, if for those people that we don't like to do much talking, because again, we always stay humble, but I'll be happy to print out the paperwork and just let you know that we're working.
And then tell them to localize that.
Localize it.
Yeah, well, they also get a lot of love from the UK and China as well. They stay in our top 5. So there's a desire for the kind of music that we have and the projects that we're putting out, and it's growing.
And it's hard. It's hard. I mean, we are still here, and all you can do is keep working. And at the end of the day, we don't act like we're not local. So, we're from here. I'm getting ready to go right back to North County. And we're going to sing until something happens.
Right.
No, that's right.
One thing you can say about us, I believe that we are 3 of the most humble guys.
I definitely agree.
And then just as a group, I just think we're just humble. We're always looking to get better. We never put ourselves up on a pedestal. When even sometimes maybe other people might feel that we need to, we still don't, because we know we got so much further to go. And we got so much more to learn. We're a student of our craft and of this game. So, but still localize that.
I definitely agree, and that's what I love about you all. Like, you guys are extremely humble, and I've talked to you all several times because you're so involved locally, particularly with the Traffic Music Awards show, and definitely shouts out to Tony J. But you guys are always the same, no matter what. And I can remember when I first met you all, and you might not recall, but it was at my cousin's nightclub, Club Isis. It was so many years ago.
ISIS.
Yes.
Years.
Years ago.
Did we perform?
I think you all
Was that at
did.
Christmas?
It was some event going on
It had to
around
be
the
Christmas.
holiday
It had to be
time.
So we had 4 members at that point.
Yeah, it was oodles
This is the
ago.
first time I met y'all.
That's when train happened.
Right. But you guys have always been the same. Real easy going, real humble, and no matter how much success you guys have gained throughout the years, it's just been the same old MoTre. So I want to say I definitely appreciate you all for being so humble and talented beyond.
We appreciate you too. And just don't ever play spades with us.
I was thinking the same thing.
We're not so humble in spades.
Spade, it's a whole different mind frame.
After
No.
all, we got humble on the
No.
Right.
Yeah, my jump.
Yeah.
We come see us on that court
Yeah.
too.
2-man games.
Not so humble.
Right. So what's next for MoTre?
Well,
Practice.
Practice.
Right.
Wait
Yeah.
for it right now.
We
Dance Plus Studios.
shout out to Dance Plus. Another thing that's next for us is the growth. We just recently did Twilight Tuesday with Nico Smith.
Nico.
It was a great page. It was an excellent show, and we are building our own band to where we can really highlight our songs without just worrying about show tracks, but expanding and giving a better mood to our performances. And there's nothing like being able to entertain for an hour to 2 hours with feeling and sing songs that are maybe normally 3 minutes 23 seconds for 6 minutes. Just giving people a real live atmosphere, So that's one of our next steps.
That's awesome. I absolutely adore a live band. I think it's nothing like that real music feel. So I think that's an excellent concept.
It's a
that you guys
challenge.
are moving to.
It's a challenge. We have our hands full, but we have a lot of supporters. We have a great team. We have a great. The band is great. We have actually known couple of the guys since high school, and it's just a good fit. And we've just always waited for a good fit in a good situation, and we're going to take on a challenge. And again, it's just something else that we're going to dive in and try to do better each day.
Okay. I cannot stop talking to you guys without asking you all to definitely sing something a cappella, because you guys just harmonize so well.
Usually I would be hesitating, trying to push you away. Been caught up in this music thing, out here living my dreams. A million women propositioning me, but I can tell that you're that special one. Girl, I'm far from done. My Cinderella, I just wanna be your prince. Ain't nothing they can tell us. Edward and Bella, talking about that twilight love. Cause you're the only one for me. I'll open doors, and when we walk, hold your hand.
Make you smile, call your girls and tell them I'm your man.
No need to rush, baby, we can grow old. I just wanna love you. I just wanna love you.
All I wanna do is love you. I'll give you all of me. Ain't got no time for the games, women playing the streets. Baby, you're all I need. We have a house, let's make it a home.
Let's make it a home.
I'll never leave you alone.
I'll never leave you alone.
Whatever it is, you have it all. Tell me what you want.
I'll open doors, and when we walk, hold your hand. Make you smile, call your girls and tell them I'm your man. No need to rush, baby, we can grow old. I just wanna love you slow. Girl, you got that kind of love.
Got me going crazy, love. I never felt this way. I don't know what you do to me. See, I go crazy.
Girl, you got that kind
That
of
kind of
love. Going crazy love.
See, I ain't never felt this way.
Oh, what you do to me.
I lose it if you ever leave. I give you every part of me.
Our mixtape is called Married to the Music, and our website is www.motre3.com. That is MOTRE, the number 3.com.
And we'd also like to give a very special shout out to our entertainment company and to our manager, Jackie Phillips, Where You Want to Be Entertainment and Unheard Media. She has worked her tail off sometimes into the emergency room, and she will still text us and go off on us if she sees something on YouTube that she doesn't like. But we definitely want to thank our team, anybody, all our street teamers, dancers, Kawani, and anybody else that supported MoTre in the city before we get out of here. And thank Alex and thank Miss Chaz for bringing us and putting us in front of the camera. And thank Miss April back there for, getting the ash off my face and stuff.
I'd just like to say thank you guys for coming. Like I said, I've known you all for quite some time, and you all remain extremely humble. You're beyond talented. Not only are you all local superstars, but you all are like rising superstars worldwide. And I just want to encourage you all to keep doing what you do, because you do it well.
Thank you.
So thank you very much.